Captain up, position up for another carry. Palangat brought down, 10 inside of positions up on the last. Coming down like rain, but look at the take.
In Papua New Guinea, rugby league is a part of everyday life.
One dummy, and then sends it away. Good night.
From a broader perspective, it's about PNG. It resonates with everyone, young and old. It connects communities.
Terry Longboot has spent more than 3 decades around the game.
Over the years, 28 years actually, that's how my career lasted, I think about 28 years since the 80s, and that's almost 3 decades of rugby league. A lot of highs and lows along the way. Rugby league has also given me has taught me a lot of lessons, discipline, having a strong mindset and staying resilient in the midst of all the challenges, the adversity and all that. You know, I've never been to the Highlands ever before until I took up rugby league, so I was able to travel up to the Highlands. A lot of provinces up in the Highlands. Actually, when I was with the Gurias back then, you know, we would play on a 2-in-order plane every weekend out to play up in various towns in the Highlands. So I was very privileged then, to be part of the Gurias and traveling up to the Highlands, seeing places and the people and how they love their rugby league, and that's.
From the field to radio to television.
Only got a full back to mid, no support coming. Still going. Somebody's coming. John Gore. What a run. Beautiful put down again. But now it's been called it back.
The highlight of my radio sporting career was covering the 2008 Rugby League World Cup.
Tries to buzz his way over. I think he has.
In 2026, Terry was recognized as Media Personality of the Year.
So the Lions now with a chance to try and come out of their red zone. They've squandered an opportunity earlier on, but this time they just need to. But runs back in field, but the defense able to regroup and shut him down. What a run there from Jeremiah Ben. Lightning band.
Away from the microphone, another side of Terry's story.
Everyone sees him as the commentator, always the rugby league commentator. They listen to his voice, they watch him on TV, commentating all those rugby league games. But when they get to know him, he's more of a down-to-earth person. He doesn't like getting all the praise for everything. He just simply is there being a dad. And that's what I see, like my dad. Like others see him as the commentator, but I see him as a provider, as a support system.
It tells a story, so I would think that, listening to my story and the challenges that I went through, what I've learned and what has molded me, and what has shaped me to who I am today is a pretty good way to tell the story and also to kickstart maybe a sports show that can also motivate and inspire the next generation or people today, generally.
Himself out, throws the ball back on the inside. The Tigers have hit back. That is some try. And it's the captain, Parliament. Hello, all get one talk, all get one Solwara, me Terry, one bell stop.
And I'm Evan, and welcome to the One Sports Show. It's great to be with you, and of course great to be with this great man, Terry Lombard. Oh, Terry, turn back the years, man. Looking at some of those footages, it's like you've got more hair that you had then than now, Terry.
Stop it right there. Yeah, Evan, thanks for that. Thanks for the compliment there, but yeah, that's a story for another day. But sport is more than just a score. It's a story behind people, families, communities, and of course, stories worth telling.
Yeah, One Sports Show wants to follow your journey from the grassroots to the biggest stages. It's all about our people. It's all about our foundation. It's all about what we want. And also it's all about pursuing that dream that you want to follow.
And we plan to expand the show to a full 1 hour so that we can engage with other sporting codes as well. AFL, rugby, cricket, softball, soccer, you name it. Get ready to jump on the bandwagon. Let's go! To kick off the show, earlier on I spoke to Lorna, PNG Chief CEO. So obviously this is completely different based to where you were as head of Dirisa and also part of the Dirisa ExxonMobil Cup. I think that has been with you for a long time since coming on board. And how has that helped you to embrace the new challenge?
Yeah, so I think understanding how PNG feels about league, right, and understanding league as itself and footy, you have to be able to understand it and to be able to drive it forward as well. So that learning that I got over those 18 years about what we did right, what we did wrong as well, was something that I think for me gave me that stepping stone as well. But also, running a business, a successful business that we ran too. As a CEO, remember, my job is to conduct the orchestra. My job is not to just run the footy side of the business. It's to run everything from an operational point of view as well. It's to make sure that the fans have a great experience, that marketing's right, that the operations are right, that the football's right, and that we also make money as a company.
PNG RFL has 3 elite professional pathways or platforms, if you like. We got the Dirisa ExxonMobil Cup, the PNG Hunters, and now it's the PNG Chiefs. Mm-hmm. This is massive for the country. Now, let's just talk a bit about the PNG Hunters program. I know it was initially set up as an elite professional pathway for our emerging PNG talent. How does that align with the new franchise at the moment?
Last year we sent, I think it was over 7 boys went to the London Broncos, right? So the Hunters was always a feeder. We knew we wanted to get an NRL team, so there was always a strategy about how we were going to go forward. So the Hunters is there as a feeder club. One of the things I'd like to do is get an under-21s or under-19s into the Q Cup. It's something that for PNG we have to go on a journey. Rome was never built in a day, and I cannot fix everything day one, but I can absolutely make sure that those pathways as I go forward become really strong. We did the right thing, but we kind of damaged our Hunters team as well. So you've got to give the likes of Paul and Scott a bit of breathing space, well, because we chose to do the right thing and they chose to back us on it. And I'm really proud that they did that, but it also showed the fact that we had a gap in the pathways.
A female lady officiating for the first time at this level.
Why not? Rugby league is the development pathway set.
Rule is rule. My decision is ref's decision is final. Before going inside cointos, me to class keeper, me like in discipline, respect must stop. As a female referee, you need to respect me. If you respect me, I'll respect you. Every year, Miss Exim, player of the tournament, I'm a woman of the tournament. Plenty of one me go clock but inside law selection as a may not make it through inside law. Okay, it's sending me clothing. Yeah, I'm a best player, but why me no stop inside law squad? Tintin go mask me to me must switch. I think I'm no right like area blow me lo play na ba me prosper so na me must switch go lo ref. And talk no, hey, me refing game stop and no go line but you la be enemy to na ref which am no go me play you la play me ref you la ref me to no you know so guy. You look in plenty of Mary young play Mary got interest lo play no ron play interest lo ref so Lara mi ba Jenny referee na mi ben Jenny mem to okay so em sa support me. Master blow me and just talk em congratulating me yet na tears of joy. I'm been giving more strong play talk that until you marry so kind talk baham lo spectators, players, coaches, but just pretend to say you know I don't want something. Concentrate the game, focus. They must finish how much minutes I'll give you. You finish the game. By you achieving one goal, you like achieving the game. It's a must all complain or talk, but me talking now. Rule is rule. My decision is ref's decision is final. So me stand up strong. Even though I'm 80 minutes game for the first time me running, but me stand up strong. Even when I talk, come lo crowds, coaches. Me no care lo talk, lo me stand up lo finishing this like game. Well, asking me, to yes, 100%.
Stepping back on the inside for the Gruiers' first try. Look. Evan, what an incredible story. First female Papua New Guinean to ref or to control matches at the top level, DD Selection Mobile Cup. And interestingly, we were the ones who called that first game. She officiated it.
Yeah, I remember. It's a game between, I think, the Dabaris and Iso.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And, that match was very intensifying. Both teams, there were decisions that could have gone either way. But one thing I liked about her authority, and that's what the name of the story is, Heavenly Authority.
Heavenly Authority.
Is that she stood her ground, like... Sometimes you'd feel that physicality of having too much men on the field and being just a woman, and even her first time as well. I mean, the way she controlled that match and some of the decisions she made were the right decisions. We could see from up where we were in the commentary box that she really took control of the match, and that's one thing I was impressed for her first time. And it's good to see that she was honest about her career. She played rugby league and she got the understanding of how rugby league is.
That's right.
But then her calling was on a different path, still in rugby league, but to officiate.
Yeah, that is next level, and I think that is something that the other female players, rugby league players can try to emulate or try to jump on a bandwagon, join the referee association.
Definitely.
And that's probably another pathway for them. I know it's all about gender equality, but it's about pathway and also growing the game and also earning that respect from the male folk as well. And that inspiring story leads us to the next story, and this is about Joe Grima. And he's the main man behind the success of the academy that is going from strength to strength. And speaking of young boys and girls, they've got some talent, they've got agility, they've got everything.
We've got our under-17s academy, which is that from grassroots into the academy, into the NYC, it's that one house pathway opportunity for our young boys and girls in PNG. It's incredible. The level of where they were when they first started the program to where we are now, the completions are much higher, their understanding of the technical and the tactical, getting to the end of their sets, has just brought their rugby league to another level, which is, this is set for set at the moment. It's going down to the wire, and it's just that the continuation of coaching and education and support and more coaching and more training. It's fantastic. Absolutely, and that's that resilience part that we want to impart on our young boys and our young girls, that they have to travel, play and go back and then go to school tomorrow.
They're coming on stream very, very soon.
We're looking to plant 4 more academies for next year. We've already been to Madang. We've just come back from Wewak. I'm off to Kavian on Monday, and then we're on a Highlands tour, Mendi, Jawaka and Timbu. Then we're off to Kimbe, and finish off on tardy. So we've got 8 areas that we want to have a look at. If you told me that this is what rugby league is going to look like when I first came here 3 years ago, it's exceeded everyone's expectations, and we need to continue with that momentum. And the more compliance we have in schools, the better the style and the better the standard of rugby league, Terry.
Thank you, boys.
Well, what a champion he is, Joe Grima. He just loves being out there, investing in talents, and we saw that difference in their talent over the weekend. The weekend that just passed, when the grand final between the Vipers and the Dabaris, and what an outstanding match it was. I happened to pick up the final moments of it when the game was on, and it was just tied down to the wire. And probably just maybe 60 seconds to go, or just a minute to go, both teams were just fighting to see who would actually get there, and it was just the Dabaris that crossed over and just broke the hearts of the Vipers.
Wow.
But it's not about the winning part of it, but it's about the development and what he mentioned as well. 3 years when he got here, Papua New Guinea really needed the development part.
Definitely, yeah.
And the 3 years of hard work that he's put in, and everyone that supported him behind that, he's mentioned, he's traveled, and I've known Joe Grima a couple of years now. I've worked with him. I've known him both professionally and personally, and he has a heart on the shoulder for Papua New Guinea.
Definitely.
And he wants to build that pathway, and that's what he's done. He spends most of his time in the outer parts of PNG, in the regions, traveling.
Even to the remotest part of the country as well, like to Gulf Province,
because you've got kids that can play rugby, but it's just that accessibility wise and the talent of just finding them, and so he's not only just going to them and identifying them, but he's also creating a pathway for these kids and their families to come out and expose them. And Papua New Guinea is the next generation of our pathway of the chiefs, of the hunters, Digital Expo Mobile Cup, and we saw the difference it's making in the competition. Look at the Port Moresby Vipers, look at the Gulf ESO.
Hey, don't forget to stick around, because we got some amazing stories from amazing round. Evan was there calling the shots, and also some little trivia as well, so stick around.
I think this entry is very significant for a country. You see rugby league as a religion in the country, and coming by 2028 PNG Chiefs into NRL, it's a big thing. Do you think they're going to be well prepared to enter the competition?
Michael,
just say something.
Don't put me on TV, guys. I don't want.
Just say yes or no. It's a simple short answer question.
Yeah, I think we'll be prepared.
Okay.
I mean, if the government and everybody is backing the PNG Chiefs, of course, why not? I mean, we are ready to take on whatever NRL team.
So after Alex Johnston and Jerome Roy being signed by the PNG Chiefs, who do you think gonna be the next signer for PNG Chiefs?
I'm thinking Lachlan Lamb, probably one of the Kumul's players. Nene McDonald.
You are thinking outside of the box. That's good. What's next? The last question. So, what would be your reaction? What would be your reaction if Papua New Guinea Chiefs win the NRL Grand Final? Are you going to cry?
Obviously, yeah.
Some pigs will die or what?
We're gonna line all the pigs up at NFS here and do one big moo-moo.
All right, thank you, Paula.
And welcome back to One Sports Show. Hope you're enjoying our company and hope you're enjoying all the segments that we're going through. It's our first episode, but don't forget, we've got more of the One Sports Show that's coming up. We'll feature more sports, more stories, and of course, to bring you closer to the action as we go through all our episodes this year. But let's have a look at something that we are, still continuing and talking about. Of course, the PNG Chiefs is a big part of Papua New Guinea as we push towards getting or being in the National Rugby League in 2028. For this time, we talked to the chief and the person who's at the helm at the moment, of course, Lorna McPherson, and Papua New Guinea has worked really hard to get to where we are.
There's always challenges, no question about it, right? But embracing PNG, you can see the excitement yourself. Everybody's saying, who's the next signing? What are we doing? How are we doing it? So everybody wants to get this right for PNG. You know, it's to see the narrative change, to see those podcasters come, Jimmy Graham and all the guys, Charlie, all the guys all came over, Willie Mason, and completely changed the perspective of what they had been saying about Papua New Guinea security. I drive my car around PNG, right? I live a normal life. You know, my kids went to school here. Do you believe that I would bring my kids somewhere that's not safe for my children? They can't go to school? Don't talk rubbish, you know. And so I was very passionate about it. So we thought, bring them over, proofs in the pudding, come and see for yourself what Papua New Guinea is like, and the people and the excitement about the game. And I think the guys were blown away by it. So it's about changing the narrative. It's about PNG starting to realise the fact that we deserve a seat at the table. That, you know, it's a national religion, whether you like it or not. It's a national sport in PNG. Everybody follows league, everybody has a team, right? And that's one of my challenges is, you know, I know that I'm going to be the second choice for a lot of people, and I'm happy. Make us, if you don't want to support us as your first team, make us your second choice and shout loud for us as well when we're playing. And I know that PNG will absolutely, when we pick up that ball and we run and we score a try, every single person out in that stadium, whether they're a Bronx fan, a Cowboys fan or whatever, will still cheer because it's the PNG Chiefs. And I know that, I know PNG, and I know that that's the case, you know.
Lorna, I'm very proud of you. You're a living testimony. You've been in the country for what, 16 years, whatever, and you've made this your home.
Yeah. I have a house in the village. My partner's Papua New Guinean. We built a house down in Kupiano, down in Aroma. You know, I have a family down there, and you know something, it is my home, and it's a country that I love. I love PNG with my whole heart. So for me, building an institution, this is not just a footy team. This is doing something that's really right for PNG. It's building an institution, it's getting the kids back to school, it's making sure that education becomes a critical part as we go forward as well for all our kids, and that because nobody is allowed to play footy for us or be part of our programmes unless they go to school.
All right, let's go into our third half as we get towards the back end of our show. First episode of One Sports, and we got Evan, of course, who was out there on the weekend, full house, and like it was a marathon rugby league weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the magic round.
Yeah, it was
amazing round, was it?
Well, the concept's just like the magic round. You know, you have all the teams playing in one venue. So we have ours, the NRL called this the magic round, but ours is the amazing round because it's amazing Port Moresby, and we are amazing people, of course, you know. But look, it was great. I enjoyed it. It's a good concept, you know, bringing the 12 teams in the Digital Cup competition all to come and play at the National Football Stadium. So we had 2 days of nothing but Rugby League Fest, and you've had 3 teams in, you know, each of those days, so 6 teams.
Some really high quality matches as well. I watched a bit of that.
It's great. And,
yeah, especially on Sunday.
For the fans, for the families, and for the game as well. You know, we're moving, you know, the development of rugby league is moving, and to have this happening is
and the new kids on the block, Candace.
Yeah, Candace, well.
Amazing.
You know.
Yeah,
amazing round, amazing performance.
They're just not there to make up the numbers. They mean business.
They mean business, you know, and it's one thing I really enjoyed about the amazing round is to bring all those teams together, you know, and play it in an atmosphere like the NFS, and then to have people there like come up and then you watch. It's an opportunity that you come and watch your heroes, your favorite team, you know, families come out there. It's just the atmosphere just creates that amazing, you know, and that was great. And of course, like as you mentioned, I had to cover it, and yourself was away.
Yeah, well done to you and your co-comedians, Rex and Mickey, young Mike there.
Yeah, Mr. Mike there, and you know, Rexy, they did a great job, you know, with you know, co-commentating. I enjoyed their company as well, and look forward to having them, you know, on our commentary team in the future as well. But it was great. Look, you know, I love rugby league, you know, and given the opportunity, when the producer actually called me up and he said, "Hey, look, mate, you know, Terry's away, so we've got you to cover 2 days." And I said, "Yeah, easy, 2 days." And he said, "No, I meant 2 days, like you're going to actually call 3 games in 1 day, and you cover 3 days the next day." So I paused for a while, and I said, "Why not? Why not?"
And now we've come to a special segment which is all about commentary, and this is where I come in with you know, what I think, and also just to get your thoughts and
I love
also
it.
your reaction about what I'm thinking, you know. But you might not be thinking what I'm thinking, you know. So this is it.
We're
This is the
picking your brain.
segment.
We're picking your brain, Terry.
Lilik singap Ramin Solikolong Olgata or young Mary out there, if you're still playing or you thinking of retiring, well, why not try out another pathway? Join the Referees Association, go and catch up with Paul Wani, who's in charge, and start doing some basics.
Yeah, good old Mr.
And,
Bunker Man himself.
yes, that's the man, yeah. And yes, I just want to encourage more young female, especially those who are at the verge of retiring, or probably if you're still young and you want to pursue another career in your rugby league career, well, this is it. Join the referees. I'm really thinking Blamita Soli yet now.
Terry, it's been great. Look, thank you to everyone out there, and we enjoyed your company. So hope you enjoyed our company on the first episode of the One Sports Show. We're looking forward to joining us again when we talk about more sports and everything that's happening in sports, about the people behind the people, and about what's happening in sports. And of course, Terry with his episodes, his segments, more or less. I'm gonna enjoy this one. It's coming true, but
I don't know what's in store for next week. So make sure you
Yes,
stick around, join us then, eh?
Well,
But
Terry,
until then, Evan.
as they say, every
Yep.
good show must come to an end.
Yep.
And this is where we bid farewell. Terry, anything you want to say before we?
Yoroma Cats.
That's right. Bye for now. See you later.